How's it going, everyone? It is November 4th, 2019, and this is Thriving Bulls Trade of the Day. Hello, good morning or afternoon, wherever you guys are coming from. This is Thriving Bulls Trade of the Day. We are looking at /YM, or the Dow Jones futures here. We can see that we are hitting pretty much all-time highs here. Even if we go into the weekly chart, you can see that we are hitting all-time highs here. So we are in somewhat of an uptrend, but we are looking for a sell position on this particular trade, and I will tell you why. So if I bring up the pin, you can see that we have this hit here, and that is where price is now. But if you see, this was touch 1 on this one, this was touch 2 for this one, and this was touch 3 for around here, and now we're here and we're around here. So we are forming a nice divergence on this particular Fisher transformer here. So it looks like we'll probably may spike into new territory and then just kind of take a tank downwards. That's probably what will potentially happen, even though we have no structure to the left here to really kind of help us out. I'm still thinking that this trade will start to really kind of drop. And another thing that we can see here is that price came and touched the 0.5 plus 0.5 deviation at an overbought, came down, retested it, divergence, and then we can expect this thing to go down. We also have a nice engulfing candle right here as well, so we could potentially see this thing to go down. So we have two different trades going on right here. We have one for 409 and 445, so we're going to put those in. $409 and $445. So $445 is right there. It's an out of the money trade. NADEX sell. And then we have 409, which is roughly right there, and this was an in the money trade. All right, so now that we know where our trades are, now what we can do is actually go in and auto zoom out and get a Fibonacci point from this low to this high, and we can see where we can potentially look to take profits here. Now, as you can see, that we had a lot of consolidation around -0.5 and the 38.2 Fibonacci zone. We had a lot of consolidation around the 23.6 as well, and then we've just kind of gone up from there. So it'll be interesting to see how this trade plays out, but we definitely think that this is going to be somewhat of a somewhat risk-free, in a sense that price will probably come down and retest this zone, because what we have here is a double top. And what we need to see really happen is that we need to see price come down and break this little structure here. If price can come down and break that, then we should be in the clear. The next thing that we need to do is go into NADEX and get our take profits in. We have over an hour for this trade to complete, so anything is possible. So what we need to do is do 66.5 divided by 2. So this is 33.25, and then this is at 23. We'll divide that by 2, and this is 11.5. All right, we took a lot more contracts on the out of the money trade just because it was a lot less risk. As you can see, we spent less than the 50 on here. So because when you're taking the sell, this is your basically, if I go in here and do this and this, you can see that this is basically our potential, and then this would be our risk, right? So selling is your potential, buying is your risk. So right here we can see that we risked, let's see, this is what we have on risk. So we have 66.5. So we were just looking to see what this may do. So as you can see, once we have it at 66.5 at a sell, our potential loss is basically 33.50. So at 50, you can see that our risk to reward is almost pretty much 2 to 1, or well 1 to 2. So we're just going to let this trade play out and then see how it works. It looks like it's wanting to. If we go into the 1 minute, we'll see what it's really trying to do here. It's probably just creating a nice zone between these two prices, and it's just either going to break out to the downside or break up to the upside. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to pause the video and we'll come back. All right, and we are back just over not even but 10, maybe 15 minutes, and we have both of our trades have closed out for our pending orders, so we can just go ahead and delete those, and we'll go back over a little bit as to why we took the trade and all of that good stuff. So, as I'm sure a lot of people probably would have guessed, you know, you typically, when you're looking at sell positions or even buy positions, you really want to stay away from when you have structure like this. When it's going into new highs and you have nothing to the left, I mean, this is nothing. We literally are hitting all-time highs. We've never even hit these highs before. So typically when that happens, you know, you see a lot of people will tell you it's probably not a good idea to trade it because, you know, you just don't know. There's no structure there, so you just don't know, you know. So why we really took it wasn't because of that. Why we took it was because when we go into things like the 15-minute, we can see that price has just been going up and up and up and up and up. And it has been doing that since 2 days ago. So here's Thursday, here's Friday, and now here we are on Monday. And ever since Thursday night, we can see that, I mean, Thursday afternoon, it has just been going up and up and up. And that's usually okay, but there needs to be some breathing room. All these buyers need to have a little bit of hold off, and you sometimes see that around this area and around this area and sometimes around this area. So usually you see that, but you really want to see somewhat of a nice sell-off that maybe, you know, you hit to this structure and then move back into new highs, or you come down into this structure and come back into new highs, but we're not seeing that at all. So we knew that there was going to be a little bit of a change in the price. So the biggest thing that we can see is that when price came up and really hit the +5 pretty hard, it instantly failed, and then it came back and hit the +5 once more. And then if we go into, let's say, a 5-minute chart, we can see this a little bit more clearly. We can see that price came in, and this right here, this candle right here is at 7:30 in the morning. So this is 7:30 Eastern Standard, and so this is before the market really even really opened here. And so once the market came in, it, you know, kind of dwindled around here for a few minutes, and then once the market finally opened, right about here at 8:30, we see that market came right back up and tried to test and made new highs, but failed. And once we saw that this failure here and saw our engulfing candle here, and we saw some nice divergence here, as you can see, I mean, this is just, I mean, this goes to here, this goes there, and then this goes here. And so you can really see the divergence. As you can see, this is going up, but this is going down. So this is really showing us that sellers are wanting to push this market. And it really was because of this candle here that we really saw what we wanted to see. We may come back and test new highs, but we knew that there was going to have to be somewhat of a little bit of a change in price. Another thing that we wanted to look at and what we really wanted to see was price created this nice double top. But what we wanted to see here is for price to actually close around this zone. and which it did. It closed right about here, but as you can see, it broke it right back again. It broke it and then broke it right back again. So this was a good area for us to get out. I'm glad that we got out when we did when it comes to our pending orders, because if our pending orders would not have been hit, we would have closed out around this area when we came and saw this. When we saw price come around this area and re-break it again from this candle here, we would have just closed them out, because what we could see happen is this going on, and then we could see a breakout to the upside or a break out to the downside. So it really all depends. Well, we hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to sign up for our live signals, if you want to sign up for our deviation levels or our auto trader that we're going to have, or you want to sign up for the full access package, which includes everything above and beyond, please visit our website at www.thrivingbull.com. You're able to sign up for those things. We will be releasing our promo video, which will show our launch date, so we're very, very excited about that. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment in the comment section down below, or just visit our website and sign up for the beta launch when we open that up at www.thrivingbull.com.